Love, Bliss, Power. DOC. It was a very large part of my life for a very long period of time, or was it a short time? This one may never know. I had taken DOC many times before this trip, but not more than 2 weeks before this try. I by no means support or deny anyone's opinion on this dosage. I did it, and this is the story I will tell. 1300 p.m. Me and a couple of friends all gather around smoking the hookah as we usually did. They were talking about LSD and other psychedelics, and I came up with the glorious idea that we should try this DOC I had. They were curious, so I got my gel caps out and a fine powder scale. I put a small amount of the tan olive green powder on the scale, equaling 6 milligrams for each of them. And when dosing mine, I just looked at the tool I used, took a relatively big scoop, and poured it on. 28 milligrams of red. Now before this, I had only attempted 20, so with a gulp, I took the plunge. $1,400. An hour in, we are still just chatting. The whole room can feel the tension as we wait for it to start feeling. I notice a prickling feeling on the back of my neck and a faint tingling in my spine. I knew it was starting. 1,545. The DOC is just starting its game. It feels like a wash all over my body, intense like you can never imagine. The visuals were earth-shattering, like the cool swirls of acid but with the chaotic spike of mushrooms. It was both fantastic and scary. My jaw was clenching slightly, but not nearly as much as I noticed with the lower doses I took. $1,600. After the skyrocketing come up, something magical happened. When I would usually feel some discomfort, overheating, a clenching jaw, and a tapping foot, instead I felt as though I was in a hot tub. My whole body was vibrating, but so quickly it just felt like a warm buzz. The visuals were spectacular. Little wormholes appeared throughout my vision. The room looked like it was in one of those chairs with the pins pushed and creating those large bumps in between. And the images seemed to suck into the small black he's everywhere. $1,700. I am in total bliss. A smile doesn't leave my face. Others talked, but I couldn't recall. I was looking up into nothing and enjoying every minute of it. $2,100. The lights start to dim, and we go outside to watch the sunset. I am amazed with how much more tolerable the high is at higher dosage. When I used to feel twitching and clenching, I now just felt warmth and relaxation. $2,300. It's now been 10 hours since dosing, and I jokingly say aloud, well, it's half over. Someone laughed, others seemed a little unnerved. Personally, I was feeling better than I had ever felt before, and the time elapsed seemed like maybe only a couple hours. 2 hours. This drug used to keep me up and on edge and uncomfortable, but it was so smoothing. I began to feel tired, but didn't really want to go to sleep as the visuals were so perfect and warm and beautiful. 3 hours. Half the people scurried on home, still high, they walked. They were obviously a little shaken by the experience and wanted their solitude. 6 hours. Just as the sun comes up, the visuals are still going strong, but the new environment gives them a very acid-like swirl. I went outside and watched the trees swaying in the breeze with the rising sun behind them. One of the more beautiful experiences of my life. 9 to 10 hours. I don't really know what happened first, if I stopped being high and fell asleep, or if I fell asleep and when I awoke I wasn't high. Sleep came in a blink, my body exhausted from such intensity. 2,100 hours. I awoke feeling refreshed and energetic. I could feel a slight aura of mysticism, but the visuals subsided. In short, I would say the Irwin guide to the DOC dosage is a little conservative. When I purchased it, I got a whole gram, so I had plenty, and I will have plenty for quite a while. I feel the drug became a whole new beast at higher dosages. It rockets past all the twitching and body load. It goes for a buzzing euphoria. Definitely a chemical to love and cherish.